Hello and welcome. Have you ever heard that the money is made in Messenger? Is it true? It is. It can be true unless we forget the one thing that we hopefully joined this business at some point in the past. Okay, what that is, I'm going to be sharing with you, and as well a few do's and don'ts, especially when it comes to at the beginning stages of when we actually start a conversation on social media with somebody, because that's a really important moment to celebrate and to appreciate and to do the right things, or let's not say the right things, but the most effective things, okay? So hello and welcome. I'm happy you're here. In case you have met before, my name is Katrin from bloomwithkatrin.com. I'm coming live to you from the beautiful Bavarian forest over here in Germany. Please don't be shy, whether you're joining me live or later on the replay. Let me know where you're tuning in from and how you're going today, so I can circle back around and say hi to you, which is something I'm looking forward to, because I'm here to help you take your business online in a way that's going to make it sustainably successful and also an enjoyable process. Okay. And I don't know about you, but here's what happened to me. I'm going to tell you this little story, and I would love your feedback on that and how you would feel in my shoes, right? And this is actually what inspired this little live today. So, because I don't know about you, but I used to struggle when it came to starting conversations with somebody. I can be a bit of a shy person, not always, but sometimes. So I'm a bit of an extroverted introvert, or the other way around. So I'm kind of a mixture of the two. Let me know whether you're as well, because I'm neither nor. Okay, I'm just me, I guess. And it can not, sometimes it's difficult for me to actually start a conversation. What do I say, right? I caught myself in the past being afraid of saying the wrong thing. And so I said nothing at all, which isn't very effective neither, is it? So let me know whether you can relate. I'd be curious to know. But here's what happened to me. So I'd made a new contact on social media, and I liked the looks of that lady. Let's call her Mary, so she's got a name. It's not her real name. And so I watched a live video of Mary's that she'd done a couple of days ago in the past. And I really liked the content. And so I was willing to show up, to raise my hand to say, hi, Mary, which is what I did on the replay from the Bavarian forest. Really thankful for the great information that you shared. Thank you so much. Something along those lines. I can't remember it word by word now, because it's been a few days ago. And here's what came back in Messenger a few minutes later. Okay, so there was nothing, zero interaction in between. And all Mary sent me was, hey, no Katrin, no nothing, hey. So are you suffering from inflammation then too? And I was taken aback. I was quite aghast, because yes, that's something that she'd been talking about. But I found that very, 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 very direct. Now, it's also happened to me in the past to be like jumped on in Messenger, I'm going to call it, for a lack of a better term in my head. Would you like to be more financially secure? Something like that. And while obviously they're not saying it, I really felt that she was ready to get my credit card details right now, without even having remembered my name or asked me a few questions. And here's the thing. Let me know how you would feel if you were on that receiving end of that message. And I have no hard feelings towards Mary at all, actually. I'm helping her now, because when we don't know what to say, but we are motivated to build our business, we might actually do what Mary did, right? We might go, okay, well, you read my post about XYZ, or you watched my video about ABC, so you got to be my perfect prospect, since especially you maybe left a few words, right? So let me know whether that's ever happened to you, where you go, well, obviously she or he must be interested, or they wouldn't have raised their hand in the first place, right? Here's an analogy to hopefully help us all understand that social media is like in real life, okay? And here's my analogy. So imagine you're outside in your garden doing something fun, and there's a lady or a gentleman, if you prefer, walking along your garden fence, and they're watching you. They're like peeking over the fence and going, hi, right? And a normal human reaction now, especially if you like the look of that person, would be to say hi back, wouldn't it? And then would you actually, after that initial, interaction, over the garden fence, which on social media it is in the comments of a post or of a live video like this one, would you actually go ahead and go into Messenger and, or in my analogy, would you actually now go to your own garden fence where the other person's going, hi, how you doing? And ask them, so are you suffering from inflammation too? Or are you looking for a way to become more financially stable? I hope your answer is no. That would be weird, wouldn't it? Then why do we do it on social media? I really don't understand, right? Because we have to remember this is still a people business. This is building relationships. And here's my red line, right? Whenever I don't know what to say, I always imagine, okay, what would I say? What would I do? What would I say if I met that person in real life on the garden fence? How would I interact with them? And I find that to be very helpful. So what might that look like on social? So you have an amazing post, you have a great live video, somebody's been watching you, from like behind the fence for a while, and let me know whether you've ever done that, watching videos without interacting. I know I have, and I'm still guilty of it today. And the first mentor who really, really helped me along on my online journey, I watched her daily live videos for months before I ever hit the blue button in the emoji reactions. Months, okay? So there's nothing wrong with that. Actually, it's normal because we need to get to know, like, and trust a person before we actually raise our hand and actually let the person see that we're there, right? Because that's also a great thing about social media. We can take a peek, can't we? Right? So let me know whether you've ever done that. And but how might we take it from the first ever few words that somebody leaves on your first post or the first live video they ever leave a few comments on? How do you take it from there? Okay. So again, remember, it's like hi, saying like from the garden fence, right? So you want to say hi back and maybe even thank you for watching or thank you for reading my post. That's something I would recommend you do publicly in the comments. And then you do take it into Messenger. You can even go ahead and check out their profile a little bit to find something that might help you start a meaningful conversation with that human being, right? So I don't know, that might be something like, hey, Mary, okay? Always use people's first names. It's so easy and it's so important to feel that this message really is for me. So at least do that, okay? So, hi, hello, Mary. I saw your comment on my live video. I saw your comment on my post. Thanks so much for engaging. I'd love to get to know you a little bit. So maybe tell me when you have a second what inspired you to connect with me today, or what inspired you to hop on my live video today. Okay, so really open up the possibility for Mary to share something about what's going on in her life, or what made her jump on your live video, what made her connect with you on your post that you maybe are not aware of. Because yes, you have a specific topic on your video or in your posts, and you might think that you know why they would engage, but at the end of the day, we don't. Do we? Right? So open up the room for that. Open up the room for exchange. Get to know that person a little bit and honestly care, right? Be genuine here. And then, another very powerful thing that I love to do is actually go ahead and tell them, maybe after going a bit forth, or really in the initial one, and I wrote it down, which is why I'm looking down, okay? So it might be something like, hey, Mary, thanks for joining me on my live today. I'm just curious because I'm always trying to make sure I'm putting relevant content out there for you. What inspired you to connect with me today? And maybe she comes back with something like, hey, that was valuable. And that's where it stays at. Great thing is now to ask her, oh, so glad it was valuable for you. May I ask what about it was valuable for you specifically? Okay. And now you can really start getting into a meaningful conversations where it's not a dead end after 2 messages. And it certainly isn't about, here's my sign up link. Okay. Whether you actually say it or whether you imply it by asking that sort of very, very direct question, like, are you, I don't know, are you suffering from inflammation, or are you looking for a plan B to be more financially secure or stable, something like that, okay? So let me know whether this makes sense and is helpful to you, because I know this is huge to me. It was huge to me when I first learned this concept of actually, yes, take the conversation into Messenger, because that is where the money is made. Absolutely, especially if you're using attraction marketing, especially if you're learning to attract a never-ending flow of high-quality prospects, people who actually want to know more about what it is that you have to offer, and then take it into Messenger, but without jumping on them, you know, without being a predator or whatever that's called in English, right? Those wild animals, but really being a human being before being a marketer. Get to know the person who's just raised their hand for the first time and said hi over the garden fence, right? Don't chase them off by being too direct. Don't stay stuck in the friend zone neither, but make sure that you have a human connection so you can actually, at some point, recommend something that might be beneficial for the person you're talking to, okay? So I hope this was helpful. If you need some help in how to get started online, I'm happy to jump on a call with you anytime, okay? Just put the word call down below. I'm happy. Let's make it a 20-minute free chat. Would that work for you? And I'm going to show you behind the scenes of how this whole thing of attracting your right kind of people so that they actually start reaching out to you, come to you, ask you for more information, how that might look like for you. Looking forward to doing that and to seeing you again on Sunday. Have a great time. Enjoy getting your conversations from the comments of your posts and live videos into Messenger, and there really building a meaningful conversation and relationship with your prospects. Thanks for watching and take care. All the best from Katrin. Bye.